You've felt it, haven't you? That whisper in your soul. A knowing without evidence. That someone out there has been changed by your presence, quietly, deeply, without even realizing it at first. The angels say, he's feeling it too. But only now is he starting to grasp what this connection really means. At first, it seemed like coincidence. A glance. A sentence. A silence that spoke volumes. But nothing was casual. The heavens placed you in his path for a purpose that is just now unfolding in his heart. And though he doesn't yet have words for it, the energy is undeniable. He doesn't understand why your voice lingers in his thoughts, why your absence feels heavier than it should. But the angels do. They whisper that you are never just a fleeting presence. You were sent to awaken something sacred within him. Your light has stirred what was long buried, wounds, questions, longings he had silenced. His soul recognizes you, even as his mind resists. He is beginning to see that your energy doesn't just touch him, it transforms him. This isn't romance. It's remembrance. Your presence reminds him of who he is beneath the armor, before the losses. The way you see him? It softens what the world has made hard. Before I formed you in the womb I knew you, and before you were born I set you apart. Jeremiah 1 verse 5. You were part of the plan before he even knew how to pray for love. He's not distant because he doesn't care. He's distant because he's afraid of what caring might cost. There are pieces of his past that never fully healed, wounds disguised as logic, disappointments dressed up as detachment. And now with you, everything is being triggered again. Not because you bring pain, but because your presence brings the promise of something real. And real is terrifying for someone who once gave everything and ended up empty. The angels reveal to him that he's hiding behind routines, excuses, and even silence. But none of that is real. What's real is how you've made him feel exposed, seen in a way he spent years trying to avoid. You notice the tremors in his voice, the pauses in his responses, the truth in his withdrawal. You can see the boy still searching for safety within the man who pretends he doesn't need it. He feels unworthy, even as he yearns to be chosen. He pushes you away, not because he doesn't want closeness, but because he can't yet believe he's allowed to be loved without facing abandonment. The angels say, he's not rejecting you. He's resisting what loving you activates in him. So don't interpret his silence as rejection. His soul is in turmoil. And you, your warmth, your patience, your unwavering light, are an invitation to choose healing instead of retreating. You are not here to fix anyone. You are not here to diminish yourself for love to fit in your hands. The angels want you to understand this. Your tenderness is not a weakness. Your ability to love, to wait, to see beyond someone else's wounds, that is divine. But you must not lose yourself in the process of loving him. Yes, he is on a journey. But so are you. And your path is not a waiting room for someone else's healing. Your path is sacred, radiant, and filled with your own growth. You don't have to chase what's already linked in the spirit. You don't have to prove your worth to someone who is still learning how to accept it. It's not your responsibility to carry both your heart and his. That burden was never yours to bear alone. The angels say, protect your peace like a sanctuary. Your soul deserves stillness too. Take care of your gentleness. Rest in your own embrace. Let your joy be loud once more. Because when you shine for yourself, not just for him, that light draws truth to you. And if he is meant to walk alongside you, he will rise. Not because you waited, but because you refused to fade away. Let your love be offered, not sacrificed. And let your worth be expressed in how you choose yourself every day. You didn't enter his life to please him. You came to reveal him to himself. The angels whisper, she reflects what he has buried. That is why he cannot look away, and also why he sometimes disappears. Your presence disrupts his numbness. Your honesty unmasks his illusions. You ask for nothing, yet your energy demands truth. And he's not accustomed to being seen like that, not without manipulation, not without masks. When he looks at you, he sees what's possible. But he also sees what's missing in himself. That's the weight. That's the pull. That's the fear. Your joy reminds him of where he has settled. Your depth stirs his silence. Your strength dismantles his excuses. You're not just a mirror, you're a prophecy. And prophecies always encounter resistance before surrender. He may not say it. He may not even fully understand it. But his soul recognizes that being near you means change. Not because you demand it, but because you embody it. And here's the truth. Some people don't run from you. They run from who they become next to you. The angels say, let him see. Let him shake. Let him choose. But don't you dare dim your reflection. You weren't made to be easy. You were made to be real. And in that reflection, his awakening has already begun. There's a quiet shift happening within him. You might not see it. You might not hear it. But it's there, in the spaces between his pauses, in the way his eyes soften when he thinks no one's watching. The angels reveal, he is awakening. Not all at once. But enough to know, something sacred is moving inside. He doesn't yet have the words for it. Love like this wasn't part of his plan. He expected something simpler, safer, something he could control. But your presence has rewritten the script. And now, the version of him that used to feel numb is beginning to stir. He thinks of you in the quiet moments, not just with desire, but with wonder. He has questions he's never dared to ask before. What if love isn't about pain? What if trust can develop slowly, without urgency or fear? What if he is allowed to be chosen just as he is? Your energy lingers with him in the most beautiful way. Not like a ghost, but like a home he forgot he once belonged to. The angels whisper, every heartbeat he hides, heaven hears. And heaven is transforming his fear into clarity. You didn't push him. You didn't chase him. You simply stood in your truth. And now, like a seed breaking through the soil, he is beginning to reach for the light. You've felt the pattern. The closeness, then the distance. The warmth that turns cold without warning. But the angels want you to know, it's not rejection. It's fear disguised as self-preservation. This is the rhythm of someone caught between his soul's longing and his ego's defenses. When he draws near, it's real. Every time. But what follows isn't a change of heart, it's an internal struggle. He wasn't ready for the way you disarm him. How you speak with gentleness, yet can stir up storms. He tells himself he's in control, but with you he isn't. So he retreats, not from you, but from the turmoil within. The angels say, this dance is not to punish you. It's the only way he knows how to cope with what he feels. There are parts of him still influenced by old promises, vows made in the wake of past betrayals, truths buried to avoid hurt again. Each time he feels close to you, those old vows tremble. But they haven't completely broken. So he pulls away, thinking that distance will protect him. But the ache only grows stronger. You are not crazy. You are not imagining this. His heart runs toward you, even as his fear runs away. And still, your soul remains calm. Because you've seen something deeper than his resistance. You've seen his truth. He didn't expect your kind of love. The kind that holds without clutching. That sees without judging. That doesn't ask for performance, only presence. The angels say, your love did what logic couldn't. It reached the part of him even he couldn't access. While the world measured him by what he achieved or failed to achieve, you simply sat with his silence. You didn't try to fix him. You didn't ask him to be more. You just stayed. And that was the medicine. There's healing in being witnessed. And you, without knowing it, became the mirror that said, you're not too much. You're not too broken. You are still worth loving. He may not have had the courage to say thank you. Not yet. But in his spirit, there's a shift. The parts of him that were hardened by disappointment are beginning to soften. You offered him sanctuary. And even if he ran from it, he carries the memory of its peace wherever he goes. The angels want you to know, the way you loved him, without agenda, without force, planted seeds of wholeness he will one day grow into. And even if his journey takes him far from you, he will always come back to that place inside himself that you helped him reclaim. That, beloved soul, is what true love does. There are no accidents in the divine. And there is nothing random about the timing of your connection. The angels speak gently now. What feels delayed to you is perfectly timed by heaven. You may wonder why the door opens just enough to stir hope, only to close again. But this isn't a game. This is alignment. And divine alignment rarely makes sense to the mind that longs for certainty. He is being led. So are you. Not to each other yet, but to yourselves. Because when two souls are destined, they must first be whole alone before they can be whole together. And wholeness doesn't come quickly. It comes through sacred undoing, of illusions, of stories, of patterns built in fear. The angels show him walking a path he doesn't fully trust yet, but it leads him back to the light. And that light is you. You are not waiting. You are preparing. You are becoming. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6. Let that be your comfort when nothing feels clear. Heaven is orchestrating what the heart can't yet see. And soon, the path that felt lonely will reveal itself as sacred ground. You wonder why the words don't come. Why his eyes linger but his mouth stays shut. The angels lean in and reveal, he wants to say it. He just doesn't know how to handle the weight of those words. For him, love has meant loss. Vulnerability has meant exposure. And every time his heart leaned in, something fell apart. So now, even when he feels the most, he says the least. But silence is not the absence of feeling. It is the shield for a heart that has bled too many times. He thinks he has to be strong to be worthy. That emotion is weakness. That needing you makes him small. But the truth is, he has never felt more human than in your presence. And it terrifies him. The angels show him on the edge of confession, standing at the threshold of surrender. One step closer, and his entire world would change. You feel it, don't you? The crack in his voice. The shift in his breath. The way he looks away just before it gets too tender. That is where love lives. Perfect love casts out fear. 1 John 4 verse 18. And in the end, it is not your pressure that will open him. It is your patience. You've done your part. You've loved with open hands, not clenched fists. You've shown up with truth, not performance. And now the angels ask you to rest, not in resignation, but in reverence. Not every story needs to be finished today. Some loves live in the becoming. The angels whisper, he knows. And now, it is his turn to choose. You don't have to chase what is meant for you. You don't have to convince what your soul already knows. What is real will rise. What is yours will recognize you. He may still be sorting through confusion and fear. He may still be learning how to live from the heart instead of from the past. But that is no longer yours to bear. Your love was never meant to be a burden. It was meant to be the wind beneath him. You are not waiting for him. You are waiting for peace. And that peace begins when you remember, your worth was never dependent on his readiness. The angels say, breathe. Let go. And watch what comes back when you stop holding on so tightly. The right love doesn't pull you away from yourself. It brings you home. So close your eyes now. Not to forget him, but to remember you. Amen.